1916 was not just another year of war. It was the year death became mechanical, the year trenches became graves, the year Europe lost its soul. Two names would define it: Verdun and the Somme. Both would become symbols of destruction on a scale the world had never seen. The Battle of Verdun began on February 21, 1916. Germany's plan was simple: bleed France white. They would attack a symbolic fortress and force the French to defend it at all costs. Verdun was sacred ground to France, and the Germans knew it. Over the next 10 months, 40 million shells would fall on this stretch of earth. Forests were erased, villages disappeared, trenches became tombs. Both sides hurled men and metal into the fire. Verdun became a furnace that consumed everything. The French soldiers called themselves poilus, the hairy ones. At Verdun, they fought like shadows in a nightmare. General Pétain rotated troops constantly to keep morale up, but it barely helped. The air reeked of gas, rot, and cordite. There was no clean water, no escape, no silence. By December 1916, nearly 700,000 men had been killed, wounded, or lost at Verdun, for a battle that changed nothing. To relieve pressure on Verdun, the British and French planned a major offensive in the Somme Valley. Originally a French-led attack, it became primarily a British operation after Verdun dragged on. July 1, 1916 was set as the launch date. It would become the bloodiest day in British military history. At 7:30 a.m., 120,000 British soldiers rose from their trenches and advanced across open ground. They had been told the German defenses were destroyed by artillery. They weren't. German machine guns cut them down like wheat. Entire battalions vanished in minutes. Communications broke down. Chaos reigned. By nightfall, nearly 60,000 British soldiers were casualties. 20,000 of them were dead, all for a few hundred yards of ground. The Somme would continue for another 5 months, becoming a grinding war of shells, mud, and slaughter.